if you, like me, I started on YouTube doing beauty tutorials and lifestyle tutorials. I moved to Instagram because Instagram is very visual.
To this episode of Imparables. My name is Jose Miguel Taramona. I'm the director of Ludus Mastery, and today in this episode number 10 we're going to talk about something that every single business owner out there should take consideration. If you are not taking consideration of this, you should start now. We are going to talk about marketing and how it's important and social media, and how can you learn from social media, what you should expect from somebody that if you outsource your social media. We'll have today a guest, a really important guest in this area. So she is the one and the only that has been doing for Hispanic entrepreneur women content since 2013. 2013, she's been doing content in YouTube, one of the first YouTubers in the area of Washington, Maryland, and Virginia, all the DMV metropolitan area. She is the founder and CEO of Todas Somos Bellas, which is an event in charge of sharing the beauty and how to be a women Latin entrepreneur. So before more introduction, who else here to talk about marketing? The Mrs. Lady Gamez.
Hola, lady. Hi, thank you so much. I'm very honored to be here with you.
I've
watched some of the episodes and they're so educational.
Yeah, great. You're an entrepreneur, you're a young entrepreneur, you're a young Hispanic entrepreneur. I'm so proud of having people like you in the area, and beside that you've been like such a hard worker. I love your work. Let's start a little bit so people know you. How Lady Gamez how Cindy, your name is Cindy, isn't it?
Yes.
Cindy Gamez. How Cindy Gamez become Lady Gamez? Well, how that happened?
Well, my name is Cindy, and then people know me as Lady Gamez because I started on YouTube doing videos, and my channel name was Lady Gamez.
Okay.
Don't ask me why I chose that name, but
I was about to ask you that.
That's how it started, and then people started calling me Lady because they think that's my name. But I started doing tutorials, beauty makeup tutorials, lifestyle tutorials. And that's how I started having the love that I have for social media.
That was 2013?
Yes.
Almost 10 years.
Yes.
Look at you.
Long time ago.
Oh my God, yeah. But it's amazing. It's amazing. And then I think you were one of the first ones, isn't it?
I would say yes.
It's in the area.
I was trying to find other girls that will do social media.
Yeah.
I found this group of women sharing tips and everything about blogging. But I don't know that many that do,
So as a Latin, Hispanic or immigrant YouTuber, you were one of the first ones in the area, right? 10 years ago, nobody was doing makeup tutorials.
Yes.
Look at how many probably young women you inspire. That is amazing. Have you had messages that said, "Hey, I'm doing it because of you"?
Yes, actually, yeah, and it's very. I feel very happy, that I helped other women to lose that. I was very shy. And I feel like some women are like that too. Like they're like, okay, I don't want to do videos because I feel shy.
Mm-hmm.
But I started doing it like that. So I was trying to push them and be like, hey, do it, try to do it. You're gonna lose that. Your fear. The fear of being in front of the camera.
Yeah, which is I think everybody happened that, right? Like my first videos, they're so bad. But it is because
it takes practice. I think
the
more you do it, as everything, the more you do it, you become an expert.
Yeah, that's great. So talking about experts, let's go to your expertise in marketing, right? And how can we help entrepreneurs and business owners and new Latin business owners, right? The commitment that we have with that is that's why we brought people like you, that have this immigrant blood, and they can be able to actually share that with other people. So we have the first thing that I want to ask you is about marketing. Is about what do you think a new company should do with their marketing? What is the key pieces that somebody starting or somebody they just don't know about marketing should consider?
Okay, well, I guess social media. Well, because we're talking about social media. If you're not on social media, you don't exist. I think a lot of people say that, right?
That's
but
true, that's true.
we do have to take that in consideration, because if we're not in the social media, people cannot find us. When we try to find a nice restaurant, or you try to find a service, you go to Google and you search for it, right? And then like the first businesses that show up, that's the ones you go for. And usually we even go for like, if they have stars, if they have reviews, good reviews, you go there. So a lot of people do that nowadays, because we have the tools to look for businesses. And so we have to be there as well. If you have a business, if you're not there, you don't exist.
No.
So social media.
So when you say social media, what do you mean with that? Like what's the thing that must do? That what as a company, what I must be in social media? Where?
Everywhere.
All of them.
You can be on all the platforms, better, but also it depends on what type of business you try to show. So if you, like me, I started on YouTube doing beauty tutorials and lifestyle tutorials. I moved to Instagram because Instagram is very visual, and at that time it was a lot of pictures. Now it's more video, but at that time it was pictures, and everything that you see on Instagram is very like aesthetic, like everything is like so pretty. Everyone is showing like the best part of their company, the best part of their product. But nowadays we can also be like more humanized a little more, the brands, because we can share on stories. So you have everything in that platform on Instagram. So I would recommend Instagram. That's like one of my favorites. But also TikTok right now, it has a lot of views, like a lot of people using the platform.
You can get a lot of people on TikTok.
A lot of people, yeah. You can reach more people over there, I would say. But also, you have to know what type of content you want to share. Over there, I think it's more like fun content, more like quick content as well. So I would say study your audience to know what type of content you're going to be sharing on each platform.
And that's very interesting, because people sometimes think that you can share the same content in all the platforms. And then you ask yourself, hey, why is this like that, and why is like that, and
why is this video doing better here, and
exactly,
why is that going
and to
well?
understand how to, and I think that's the job of the marketing guy, right? The marketing guy, like the marketing person or somebody professional in marketing, is to understand why Instagram does this, and why TikTok is like that, and why can I post this one in Facebook, and why can I post this in Google Ads or whatever it is, and how do you come to terms with that? Like every company is different. Do you analyze them? How that comes for a marketing person? If you go to a company, how can you come to those resolutions?
Well, to be honest, I learned all this from like my own experience, because I started on YouTube, then I moved to Instagram, then I did my own business, which is called Todas Somos Bellas. It's like an event. So I had to learn how to market myself and my brand. So I will say that as a business, you have to study, like we were talking about, first the audience, and then know what type of content they want to consume, and then that's how you're gonna start working on sharing your content.
No, that is a like try and error period, right? Is it a period which you have to try, this doesn't work?
Right. Yeah, give it a try and see how they react to that type of content.
And I tell you, because there's many people that don't understand that. People think, okay, I want to hire a marketing company, I want to hire a marketing person, and if they don't have result, oh my God, why you're doing this for 2 weeks and I don't have anything?
So on social media, you have to be constant, right? Like on Instagram, have you seen those circles that show up?
Yeah, the stories,
on the line?
yeah.
So if you're there every day and somebody, let's say I watch your stories because I think they're, I like them and I want to see your content. So you're going to show on my storylines on the first, 3 or 4 spots on the top. But if you one day stop sharing content, then you're going to disappear from there because you're not there anymore. So I'll have to search for you for me to go and look at your content again. So it is very important to be there every day so you can keep your spot on the people that likes you.
Oh, that's a great, and for marketing, for revenue, that's amazing. To be present with your client, and something that you said that is important is that connection that that we have to have with our clients or with our followers, I think is what creates later on a transactional or a sale point with them. No, I hear one day that says the new lead is a conversation. Conversation is the new lead, right?
Yeah.
And talking about that is like, I think it's also important, in from your perspective, to answer to the people. The people will comment and to be present.
Yes, interactions. It's very important.
Many people just say, "Oh," and I hear business owners, "Okay, I already do my post. I'm good."
No, that it doesn't end over there. You have to keep working on like answering the comments, answering messages, making conversations with people. That's what, especially Instagram right now, they're taking that very important. You have to have interaction with the people, and like you said, those can be your future clients.
Yeah, and now, the difference between TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook and all these platforms is: do you think the public or the audience changes, varies, or is the same audience just in different platforms, or is the preference of the audience to choose that platform?
That's a good question. I think it's a little bit of everything. Yeah. Yes. But definitely, I think the preferences change on each platform. Yeah. Like, for example, on TikTok, and I even heard that the TikTok name comes from like the clock. Yeah. Because the TikTok, sound of the clock. Because everything is fast. Everything is quick. People don't want to see like long videos. They're on the go, like
just like me.
Sliding.
For the ADD people out there, they think TikTok is easier.
Have you noticed how time flies on TikTok?
Yeah.
It goes quick. Like you can be there for 1 hour and then you're like, what? I've been here for 1 hour.
It happens to me also with the YouTube shares that I call. Like I start seeing one thing, I see another one, then I see another one, like half an hour after.
Yes.
That's important. So it's really a preference about how your customer or your follower are, right?
Yes.
Because to me, like I cannot be having a long video. I get bored. So to me, like TikTok.
That's your preference.
Yeah.
I think most of the people are like that. We all have busy life and nowadays everything is like on the go. So that's why I think stories and like Reels and TikTok, they became so popular.
It's a great way to actually reach more people too, right?
Yes.
That's how people is like getting to know each other. Like have one entrepreneur friend that he is from London, and I was doing that as a coaching to him, and suddenly his video number 17 reached like I don't know how many million people.
Wow.
And then his video number 18 reached like not as much, but it's reached more than the average.
Right.
So you just need one video actually.
There's always one.
It is consistency. You remember that video for you? Which video was the one for you that actually in your YouTube?
On TikTok, I have one that is over 500,000. Like 500,000, because it was something funny I was doing on a video, and then after that, I felt like I had a little more growth. Yeah.
It's just consistency, right? That's amazing. Now, in regards of marketing and organic and paying for ads or for campaigns, what's the difference? Like, if you have to say somebody doesn't know anything, what would be the main difference for you when to use only keep doing your organic or when to use your paying advertisement?
Well, I would say you have to have a strategy first. Before putting your money onto the ads, you have to have a strategy to see where do you want to reach, which audience you want to reach, where, the location. It could be like me personally, I also do it for my event. When I try to target, women that like beauty, so I specific everything on the ad to make sure I reach that audience.
So that's different than your normal community.
Right.
Correct.
Because I already have my community, right? And I can tell them, hey, I have an event this coming month, but I want to reach more people. I want to bring more people to the event. So in that case, I will pay, an ad to advertise myself in the event, so I can reach all their audience.
So it's more about the objective of what you want to create, like
right. You have to have an objective
and the strategy.
Because otherwise, you're gonna be putting money there for nothing. Or you can put the ad, but you're gonna be reaching other audience that they might not be your ideal client.
People think it's expensive. Is it expensive to create a campaign or?
I would not say it's expensive. I think it's about how much you want to put, because they give you options. You can start from like $1, $2 to like whatever amount you want to add
And it's also part of an analysis,
the more
right?
you put, the more people you're gonna reach.
Yes, right. But it's also a part of the strategy and the analysis of how much
Correct.
or budget and all that. And I think a marketing person should actually understand that and be able to advise you that. Like, if I will hire you, one of the things that you do and you were commenting before is analyzing the brand, right? And
Right.
the content. And then I think, should I expect you, if you are my advisor or my marketing person, to tell me how much should I expect?
Correct. As a the person that takes care of the brand, like the marketing part,
Yeah.
will know, like, okay, I think this much is gonna help you to reach this amount of people that you want to reach.
Certainly.
Like, let's say it's an event for about 300 person, you're not gonna put like thousands of dollars because you don't have a concert, you don't have you know what I mean, like it's not something huge, so you want to reach the right amount of people, and you don't want to spend more than what you're supposed to.
Because many people, I think it's scary. Many business owners, they just start scared to do marketing because the idea of thinking that is too expensive and the return won't be there. So I think it comes down to choose the right person, right, or the right.
And also for marketing, that's a good thing that you mentioned. Now, some people need also to understand. One thing is like branding your for your business or your own personal brand, and another thing is like promoting something in a specific, or like doing marketing, like we're talking about.
Which is amazing because now Facebook is different than something that you say when we're doing the one in Spanish before. It's like the difference between the regular sending mail or anything to marketing in social media is that you can actually choose your specific target.
Right.
Your
The
specific
tools,
audience.
tools are like very helpful because you can choose where you want to target, rather than just like giving out flyers, which I always say it's not bad. It's not that it's bad giving out flyers, because you're still doing branding. You're putting your brand out there. People will remember. Like, there's big brands like Coca-Cola. They still do it, and they're big. You could say like, oh, they don't need it anymore, but they still do it, and that's because it works. Because they keep working on their branding and their marketing, promotions, everything.
That's amazing. So how if I'm starting, like, to help people out there, they're just starting, they just get into marketing. What is I think the best tools that somebody can utilize to have, like, to start their success in marketing?
In marketing, or like social?
In social media, to be exact.
Social media marketing.
Yeah.
I would say first analyze your social media platforms.
Yeah.
For example, Instagram. I also do like personal, accessory consulting for people. I always try to analyze how they present themselves on social media. For example, on Instagram, how your profile picture looks like. If you're a company that you're very professional, make sure it looks professional. Make sure you show your logo, the highlights, that they look nice, because Instagram is very aesthetic. People always look, if the page looks pretty, organized, nice, and the content that you're sharing is what they're looking for, they're gonna follow you. Or else, the first time they see your page, you're gonna lose them. They're not gonna come back to your page again, right? Like, the first impression is very important. So I think that I'll say that analyze first how you present yourself on social media.
Present yourself, your brand,
and your audience. Analyze your audience. What type of audience do you have, and what type of content they like the most? Sometimes I try to see myself like on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, what people like most? In my case, it's a lot of like beauty stuff and hair. So I'm always trying to be like, okay, I'm gonna share more of this content because I know that's what they like.
And sometimes we want to share what we want and know what they want.
Right.
And then we don't understand that it's about giving before asking, right?
The key is to share something first, like it's genuine, like we were talking before.
Yeah.
Something genuine, being yourself, showing what you like, but also connecting with the audience that you have and sharing something they like that you like, and that will be like the connection, right? The connection and the success of the page. Yes.
That's amazing. Lady, thank you very much for being here. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that you are a Hispanic, you're an entrepreneur. You've been done and did it and done it and still doing it for people. So I appreciate your contribution to the community. But more than that, thank you for being in Imparables. Let's give applause to Lady. Thank you very much. And everybody, we'll see you in the next episode of Imparables.